All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. We have a new format tonight, and it's going to be over Zoom with my good buddy Caleb. And it's a little bit of a trial run, so we'll see how this goes. But I hope it sounds good, and I hope you guys have a good time listening to Phish, because it is night 2 of our Jazz Mountain Phish special. So down in Mexico, a few months ago, I recorded the first ever Jazz Mountain Phish special, and I was talking to Caleb. He's a huge Phish fan too, and he came up with the idea of doing another one. So I was like, hell yeah, let's rock and roll. So welcome to the show, man.
How's it going, man? How's it going, Mountaineers? That's what I've decided we're calling your listeners from here on out.
Oh, all right. No one's ever said that before. Mountaineers,
Yeah.
I like that. I guess, if I have some crazy fans, they're going to end up naming themselves anyway, right? But you took the name, so you invented it.
Exactly. Yeah, no, pumped to be here. Long-time listener, first-time caller, excited to finally be on the show. We've been talking about doing this second night of your Phish special, really ever since you sent me the first one. And pumped to be here.
Yeah, man, we're pumped to have you too. This is awesome. And I think the Zoom thing's working well. It's kind of cool. I do feel like we're on live radio or something, It's like you're phoning in, but it's going to be for 3 hours versus a 5-minute
5-hour radio call.
Exactly. So yeah, it's night 2 of the Phish special. And what that means is that anything in night 1, we're not going to play tonight, because we're imagining as if we're actually Phish. And that first show was night 1, and this is night 2. So that's the first rule. The second rule is that we're going to play roulette like we always do here on Jazz Mountain. So we'll play rock, paper, scissors, and then whoever wins that gets to pick if they want to open up set 1 or set 2, and then we go back and forth from there.
Yeah, my wildest dream of being able to write a Phish set list and have them actually play it is coming to fruition. I always have this idea that when I'm at Phish shows, I'm influencing the set list, but now it's just completely in our control, and this is my wildest dream come true. Let's write a Phish set list and then have them play it.
Absolutely, man. And I feel kind of like the sound guy, the tech, the band, and the fans all in one for this show, right? We got to take care of all
doing all the work.
Yeah, I've all this technical stuff, and then we're going to try to be the band and play a realistic Phish set, and also we're the fans because we're going to be listening and rocking out. So it's kind of fun for us, and hope it's just as much fun for you guys too. So, we each kind of came up with some songs we might want to play, but we have no order or anything. We'll play rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first and kind of take it from there, the patented Jazz Mountain roulette thing, right? So I don't know what he's going to play. He doesn't know what I'm going to play, and we'll feed off each other and kind of try to build a really good set list for y'all that not only rages, but actually feels like a real Phish set. That's kind of the idea, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever you play, I'll kind of see how it ends, see what I feel like would flow next in a true Phish show. And we'll just, let the Phish gods take over and do what they do.
Exactly. And I guess let's just hit it, huh?
Yeah, let's do it, buddy.
All right. So tradition says we play rock, paper, scissors on shoot.
Let's do it.
All right. On shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right. So I got it. And it's a tough choice, Opening the show would be really fun because you really get to set the tone, kind of like the first move in chess. But I think I have an idea of how I want to start set 2. So I'm going to defer to Caleb for the set 1 opener, man. How's that sound?
I'm into it. I was kind of secretly hoping I would get the first set opener because I have a reason for picking this song. I have this theory that any show that opens with this song is just guaranteed to be a rager. And I think, I don't know if it's something that they know, and if they know they're particularly feeling a night that they open with this song, or if it's more once this song starts that it kicks them into gear. But we're going to kick it off with Buried Alive. I was thinking we do the version from Prague 98, one of my all-time favorite Phish shows. And let's kick this off with Buried Alive.
We mean business. And without further ado, let's start the show, baby. Let's rage.
Let's do it.
All right, that was a rager. And what a way to start a show. Buried Alive into a little 46 days. And Caleb and I were actually both at that show, although we weren't actually hanging out. But it was a part of this weekend where they did 2 shows at Deer Creek in Indianapolis and then 2 shows at Alpine in Wisconsin with no break. It was 4 straight days. How about that trip?
That drive is brutal, dude. I'm so glad that they don't do that anymore. And I like that they've been doing 3 nights at each of those venues lately, because those venues deserve their own stay. And yeah, that what's that drive, like 7.5 hours or something like that?
Dude, brutal. And we were up all night too, of course, because we were like, that was 11, 12 years ago. It was like, a really, really hard drive. And like, I remember, like, I lived in Chicago at the time, and like, I was able to go through Chicago like you do and take like a 2-hour power nap, grab my girlfriend and went up. It was just like such a miserable day. But then Phish came back on again, so everything was good. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure we switched drivers like 9 times on that trip. So when we drive for like 45 minutes, they'd be like, all right, dude, I'm going to fall asleep. So we just kept pulling over on the side of the highway and doing a little fire drill.
That's awesome. Yeah, and that 46 Days is definitely one of my favorites. You really can't go wrong with that song. It's always just on fire, but there's like 4 or 5 versions that have like a little extra eighth, I'd say, and that's definitely one of them. How about Trey at the end there?
Yeah, wild. Speaking of venues, dude, where is this show happening?
Oh, okay. So you mean like if we had to pick like where this show we're doing right now would be, like where would we pick?
Yeah, might as well. We're picking the setlist. We might as well pick a venue.
Yeah, great idea. I have a feeling we might pick the same venue. So on 3, we'll say it. I'm looking at you right now. I think, all right, 3, 2, 1, Deer Creek.
Deer Creek. It's got to be Deer Creek, dude. Deer
Right?
Creek is the best venue for Phish. Deer Creek, the venue itself is cool. It's fine, right? It's nothing like crazy, but there's something about Phish and Deer Creek combined where it's like there's this weird alchemy or synergy where it's like they raise each other up and it's greater than the sum of its parts.
Totally. Great way to put it. I mean, it's like a garden variety amphitheater. It's just like a metal structure. There's no artistic anything to it, right? And it's small, which helps, but like, it's not really special. But I think the fact that it's always like a little mini festival because they let people camp right on the premises. And like, it's kind of like this like pressure cooker of Phish. Like, it's like a festival, like, in a couple days. And there's tons of shakedown streets, and like just the vibe there is always awesome. And Phish always kind of feels that, I think, and comes out and plays awesome shows every time.
Yeah, there's kind of like that vibe of like, no one's going anywhere. We've got time. Let's just hang out. And, they always play heaters at Deer Creek. So this is for sure at Deer Creek, dude. Should we keep the show going?
Caleb's up on the roulette, man. What you got?
Yeah, so this one actually wasn't even on my list of songs. But as I was driving home to record this, I was listening to this Boogie on Reggae Woman from June 7th, 2012. It's at Worcestershire, Massachusetts, or however the hell you say that city's name.
Worcester.
Whatever it is, but it's a good boogie, dude, and it's a good mix of like, the normal boogie funk, but then towards the end, Trey really takes over. And enough talking about it. Let's just do it.
Yeah, man. Let's rage it. Here we go.
I'd like to see you moving right across the floor. I'd like to do it to you till you stars above. I'd like to see both of you fall deeply in love. I'd like to see you rock under the stars above. What is wrong with you? Young pretty woman, what you trying to do?
right, another Ragin' Traceal there to end that one. And that version rules. It's a perfect blend of like the funky kind of hoppity boogie on with like, just straight slaying at the end. Gotta love that version.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So let's see. I guess it's my turn. And that one, for some reason, I have no idea why. And this is why we played the roulette game. It just made me feel like playing Kill Devil Falls. So I'm going to choose one from another show I was at. And this was an epic weekend, too. It was a triple nighter, and the second night got canceled because of rain. And so the third night, they actually added a set. So it started at like 5 p.m. And it was just an awesome show. One of my top 5 favorite Phish shows I've ever been to, probably. So not a very long version, but quality is what we're going for on this one.
Hell yeah, dude. Love a Kill Devil. Good call.
All right, let's rage.
Reach for a beer, climb down, I'm here. Bereft of oar, I run upstream to find the Nore. Abducted by a bandit or king from some forgotten war. And mindful of his lava craze, the rhino-throbbing micro-days. Ignored it in, to my amazement, rode to Paris in 12 days. This is the work of a beautiful Paris, stranded for a moment on the ocean of Osiris, absorbing all she can for every member of her clan, expanding exponentially like some recursive virus. I never fail to ride on the redundant rail. Cause though I know she switched a track, there's always one to take me back. And through the bedroom door intrude a fretful frown and spoiled the mood. Cause though I never really stand that tall, she told my frame she watched me fall. This is the work of beautiful Paris, stranded for a moment on the ocean of Osiris, absorbing all she can for every member of her clan, expanding exponentially like some recursive virus. So maybe I could be a fly and feed arachnid as I die. And through the ritual from within the silken tunnel that they spin. Cause through the bedroom door intrude a fretful frown and spoil the mood. Cause though I never really stand that tall, she tilled my frame, she watched me fall. This is the work of a papyrus, stranded for a moment on the ocean of Osiris, absorbing all she can for every member of a clan. This is the work of a papyrus, stranded for a moment on the ocean of Osiris, absorbing all she can for every member of a clan. Stranded for a moment on the ocean of Osiris, absorbing all she can for every member of a clan.
What happened to that song, man? It's such a good one. And I was looking it up the other day because I was thinking I hadn't seen it in a long time. And they've only played it 8 times in the last 10 years. They've only played it 3 times in the last 5, and they haven't played it all in 3.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know, but I hate it because I love that song, but also I love that Phish does that, right? They'll shelve a song until everyone misses it, and then they'll bust it out, and everyone's so pumped about it.
It's a really good tune. And what is it about though? I was trying to follow it there. Because I was I haven't really listened to the lyrics in a while because I haven't heard it in a while. And I'm I have no idea what's going on in that song.
Yeah, there's spiders eating things. There's viruses expanding. Nobody knows, but it's great.
And with Phish lyrics too, a lot of it for me isn't so much what it's about. And some people don't get that. They're it's about nothing. So I just don't understand, or it doesn't resonate with me. But for me, it's about the image it creates in my head or the vibe it creates. And that's a good example of that. Something about it just, I don't know. It's awesome.
No, 100%. I agree.
All right, man. So let's go back in time a little bit here. Actually, only 3 years from that one, but a long time ago from now. And we're going to go back to 1993. We'll play one of those early Split Open and Melt. So these days they play it kind of super psychedelic and out, and it's nuts. But back then it was more of this tension and release kind of thing. So I'm thinking that vibe for right now will be good for the set list. So let's rage some Melt and Melt Faces here on Jazz Mountain.
I see what you did there.
Let's roll.
and plunge below the waterline. Down, 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 between beams to the blue, among the seaweed and the slime. Down, 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 down. Melt, split open and melt. Melt, split open and melt. Melt, split open and melt. Melt, split open and melt.
right, so that's a solid 1.0 melt, the tension and release version rather than the super psychedelic version they do now, like the one we saw in Nashville last year, right?
Oh my God, dude, I forgot about that, Mel. That was wild. Yeah, they're so different now. It's almost kind of like playing in the band, how the Dead used to like totally just dissolve during the middle of a jam and into like chaos and then bring it back at the end.
Yeah, you know what? One thing I realized during the version we heard in Nashville was like, no one else can do that in terms of jam bands. You know, it's like, that's like only Phish. I mean, there's a lot of other great bands like Goose and, you know, like Humphreys and stuff, but no one else plays like that, like melt, you know, that's a perfect name for the song because it just melts you. It's just like just this cacophonous psychedelic sound. And especially with the lights going and stuff, it's just like something completely unique to Phish, I feel.
100%, dude. And I think we'll hear some more of that in the second set. All right, so we're going to keep it nice and short and sweet because it's the first set. You know, oftentimes first set's a bunch of songs, second set's going to be some of the longer jams. So we're going to do a cavern, a little bit of a weird choice here, mid-set cavern, but you know what? This is Jazz Mountain, and there are no rules here. I'm thinking the one from Hampton, the box set with Carl Gerhardt from the Giant Country Horns comes on. And I love this one, A, because horns are awesome, and you always got to have them. And B, you can hear Trey every time Carl does some, you know, crazy run. You can hear Trey like cracking up when he starts singing again, and I just love that.
Yeah, I've always wanted to hear Phish with horns, and I haven't ever, but we're doing it right here on the show, so we're creating our own reality. It's great.
By the way, speaking of songs that are just gibberish.
Yes, this one I have no idea. This is probably even worse than Gula Papyrus in that way.
Yeah,
actually.
this and I Didn't Know are like the pinnacle of just like, what the actual fuck is this band talking about?
All right, well, get to hear it for yourself here. Check it out.
We're going to get Carl Gerhardt from the Giant Country Horns out here. So give him a big hand. The mission's clear, it's later than we think. Before you slip into the night, you'll want something to drink. Steal away before the dawn and bring us back good news. You've treaded primal soup, please wipe it from your shoe. Xenophobe pirate scores evening with his cry. Sanctuary bugs the pride, a monkey of its thigh. A dust arose and clogged my nose before I could think twice. So I just got bubbled up, I gave some last advice. The flesh from Satan's dogs will make the rudiments of gruel. Deduct the carrots from your pain, you worthless sloppy fool. Swimming in the mire, the septic maidens gargle too, demented me with fire. I drifted where the current shows, I float upon my back. The chance of me stand by, I'd stuff it in my sack. The foggy cavern's musty grime appeared within my palm. I snatched with smoke to scrape it off, the deadly icy calm. Taking Sue and used her like a rag to mop the slime from where the slug had slithered through the bag. In summing up, the moral seems a little bit obscure. Give the director a serpent deflector, a mud rat detector, a ribbon reflector, a cushion convector, a picture of nectar, a viral dissector, a hormone collector. Give the director a serpent deflector, a mud rat detector, a cushion convector, a picture take care of your shit. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow night. Carl Deerhart, thank you.
Phish with horns, man. They got to do that more often, right?
So sweet, dude. And then I know they had horns on Halloween in 2012 that they did Little Feat. I know they bring them out for a Julius. They have the percussionist from the Little Feat set and the horns, and they do a raging Julius. That's worth checking out.
That sounds great, man. That might be in play for later here as we're compiling the set list. We don't really know what we're going to play. And speaking of that, you know, like I was just looking at that show, or that box set rather, and I was like thinking about playing Bathtub Gin and could not decide what version. And I was just scrolling and I was like, let's just play this one. It's sick. So this is actually from the same show. And this is a fan favorite, like one of the best gins of all time. It was on my short list. I just couldn't decide, but that was what did it when I saw it. I was like, all right, I got to play this. It's a sign.
There are so many good ones to choose from. But yeah, this one's a heater. Let's do it.
In the bathtub, making soup for the ambassadors. And I'm in the hallway, singing to the troubadours. And the kings are all lined up outside the gate. And the autumn bell is ringing, but they'll just have to wait. Where is the Joker? Have you seen him around with his three-cone cap that he wears like a crown? Have you seen his striped stockings and heard his sad tale about the kids under the carpet and the purple humpback whale? Here come the ambassadors, they show up one by one. Fred is tasting all the soup, see if it is done. And Wendy's on the windowsill, waiting to be let in. And we're all in the bathtub now, making bathtub gin. When the kings storm the hallway, they've climbed up through the gate. They didn't mean to be impolite, but they just couldn't wait. Here comes the Joker with his silly grin. He carries a martini made of bathtub gin. Comes the Joker, we all must laugh, 'cause we're all in this together, and we love to take a bath. The squirming cord of sunset I keep within my reach. Tried yesterday to get away and hitchhike to the beach. I saw Satan on the beach trying to catch a ray. He wasn't quite the speed of light, and the squirming coil, it got away. Yeah. It got away. It got away. Yeah. It got away. It got away. Muscles flex the mother's ring. She fastens children to her king and sends him down the crooked street. When he returns, the verse complete. Jimmy holds the tannis root. The forest tasty nectar shoot. The sun tips off the monarch's suit. From sequin sash to shiny blue. I'd like to lick the coil someday. Like Icarus, who had to pay with melting wax and feathers brown. He tasted it on his way down. Stung the puppy from nowhere. Find a scruff and go to jail. Forge the coin and lick the sand. Little Jimmy's off to camp.
We had a great time. Thank you.
All right, I feel like that's a natural place to end the set. What about you?
Yeah, man. They close the set with that pretty often, and I think it's about an hour and 15 minutes of music, so that's about right for a Phish set. And I love what we did. I never would have guessed that these are the songs we would have played, and we kind of felt out the flow and have an awesome first set, I think. A little bit of jamming, a little bit of some different kind of stuff. And if I went to a Phish show and they played that, I think I'd be happy.
I would be fully content with that first set.
All right, so stay tuned for set 2, and you're welcome to leave now, but we're going to try to make this as authentic as possible for a real Phish show. So we're going to do something new here on the show. We're going to do like a set break hangout session because, part of the Phish show is a set break. It's kind of nice. The lights come up. You get a little different kind of music. You get to sit down, grab a drink, a pretzel, whatever, and we're just going to kind of chill, and we have a plan to do the spinning roulette wheel of death, which some of you might be familiar with. So I got this app on my phone where we put a bunch of questions into, and we're going to spin that wheel and interview each other. So if you want to get a little bit of some stories from us, or just like kind of ask each other some questions about the band and see where it takes us, it's going to be fun. So stick around.
Yeah, it's like that version of Cavern from the Island Tour where Trey's like, we're just having too much fun. We don't want to stop. You guys can leave if you want to, but we're going to hang around. And if you guys feel like it, go ahead and skip through it and get to that second set. But if you want to hang out with us, we'll be here.
Yeah, I think we should spin this wheel, right? And
let's do it.
There's 15 questions. So let's see, I'll spin it, and I guess I'll ask you what comes up first. How about that?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right. The suspense builds.
I feel like I'm on Wheel of Fortune.
All right, so I numbered them. So number 8, what we got here. So Caleb, the question reads, how many Phish fans have you created?
Oh, God. Clarification. How many Phish fans have I successfully created, or how many Phish fans have I tried to create?
Let's do both. I mean, and then we'll see what your batting average is, if you're a baseball player or something.
All right. So I would guess I've probably tried to turn 35 people onto Phish. And I would say I've successfully created 10 Phish fans.
Okay. So you're batting about 275. That's not too bad, right?
Yeah. I mean, look, getting into Phish is an undertaking, right? And convincing someone to dedicate that amount of time to getting into a band is it's a hard task.
Well, yeah. I mean, and Phish isn't for everybody, I feel like some people either just hear it or they don't. And yeah. I've been dating girls before where I've tried to show them Phish, and they just give me this look like I'm some kind of psycho. And it's like, okay, this isn't working.
Yeah. What's the last word you said to a girl you met? So have you ever heard of Phish? Do you have a preferred methodology for trying to convert people?
Oh, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of that podcast, Analyze Phish. If you guys haven't heard that, check it out. It's so funny. And if you've tried to convert someone to Phish, you'll understand the host's peril in trying to convince his friend to Phish. Because what do you show him? I like the long jams, but that really doesn't resonate with people. You can't show them songs really because the lyrics are weird, like we were talking about. So it's where do you start? And it's, I think something like a Julius or a Cavern like we just played or something like that might be a good intro, but it doesn't always work,
Yeah, for sure. I like to start off by showing them Bittersweet Motel.
Okay, that's a good call.
because I feel like it sets the stage of like, this is what Phish is about, right? Like there's a lot of like philosophical conversations in it. There's also a lot of clips of them like being Phish and being goofballs. And it's like, when you see that and then you go and you listen to the music, you can like picture the guys on stage a little bit better. So I'm only about a third successful, so take my advice with a grain of salt, but that's what I like.
Hey, you're probably better than me, man. Like I think I've maybe created like 2 or 3 Phish fans. I guess the other way to get people into Phish is to actually take them to a show. Then they get like the full experience, you know?
For
I'm
sure.
hoping my girlfriend likes them. I'm taking her for the first time in like a couple weeks, and like, you know, you just don't know until you go. She listens to them, it's kind of like so-so. I'm hoping it's one of those where she takes that quantum leap and it blows her mind. That does happen, but you know, it might fall short.
I'm also taking a girl to her first Phish show, so hopefully one of us will be successful, although the batting average would suggest that maybe we won't.
Only time will tell. Maybe in night 3, you guys will get the answer.
Yeah. Cool. Let's go to the next question.
All right. We'll spin that wheel. Number 4. All right. So I'll read it because Caleb doesn't have the wheel. It's in the Jam Cave studio here. It says, if you could ask Trey one question, what would it be? That's interesting. One question. I did meet Trey one time. Should have asked him then.
What'd you ask him?
I basically said thanks for everything, and then like my buddy poured his heart out to him for like 10 minutes. It was insane. And dude, Trey just like had his hand over his heart, like, okay, yeah, listen to the whole thing. And my buddy Brett was like at the end, can I get a hug? And Trey was like, yeah, man, hugged him out, and then said thanks one more time. I was like, thanks so much, Trey. You made my life so much better, and like shook his hand again. And as he was kind of leaving, I was like, I'm ready for tomorrow night. And he turns around again and gives me this look, like this evil, like devilish death stare. And kind of like was like,
no, you're fucking
not. It was insane. I'll never forget that look. It was like such like a menacing, evil look. It was just crazy. I was like, oh, I guess I'm not. And then they played the second Mike's Jam for the first time in 3.0 the next night. So he knew I wasn't going to be ready for that. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But if I could ask Trey one question, I might ask him like what his favorite moment like on stage was, you know? I mean, I'm not sure if he has one, but I just like to hear at least about a couple of them, you know? Because like, I always kind of wonder like from their perspective, because you hear all the fans' perspective, like I like this show or that show or this jam, that jam. I like to hear like what his favorite, say jam of all time is. And, you know, it's probably one of the awesome ones. You have to think, but you never know. You might have something random, you know?
Yeah, that's a good one. I think I would ask him what really happened in that boathouse.
What's the boathouse?
The Mike Gordon thing.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, we don't need to get into that.
All right. So Caleb's up next. Wheel of Death spins. Number 10. If you had to make Paige a sandwich and blow his mind, what kind would you make?
So this is an inside joke amongst Phish fans. I don't really know where it came from, do you?
I don't either, no.
But there's this running joke that Paige, their keyboard player, loves sandwiches, which I'm sure he probably does, because who doesn't? But all right, if I had to make Paige a sandwich to blow his mind, I think it'd be something weird. I think I'd go like a burger with peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, so a burger is technically a sandwich here. I guess it is, yeah. So
yeah, a burger's a sandwich.
Well, I've had burgers with jam on them before. It's really good. Have you ever had that before?
Dude, I've had a burger with peanut
jam?
butter and jelly on it before. It's so good.
Dude, oh man. I mean, it's something new for him probably, so it'll probably blow his mind for sure.
Yeah, what do you make the man who's had them all?
Exactly. All right, so set break's ending here soon, so we got time for one more.
The spinning wheel of death.
Number 3. All right, so this is a tough one, actually. If you had to kill one Phish song, which one would it be? I feel like we should both answer this one. I mean, Phish has a couple duds, right? But there's not many. They're one of those bands I like pretty much everything. But okay, so like I can answer it in 2 ways. There's a song I killed, but they never played anymore. Have you ever heard Jennifer Dances?
Yeah, a little less salt in the gravy tonight.
It's horrible. So I killed that one. But in terms of songs, like the more pertinent answer would be like, what song do they play now that like I don't like to hear? And I'd honestly say like I think I'd probably kill Esther. It's another old one, and I'd get crucified by some Phish fans for saying that because like some people love that song. I don't know. I just think it's boring and creepy kind of. It's a piss break song for me for sure.
It's a piss break song for me too, and I think I agree. We're going to get a lot of angry fan mail. I know particularly Nate in our group chat is going to be throwing a fit about this, but I actually agree. My mind went to Soul Planet just because the
Okay.
song itself drives me nuts. There's always some sick jams that come out of it, but the song itself.
Yeah, that's the thing. The song itself is
Phish
bad.
can jam out
It's
of
just-
anything.
Yeah, but it's like the most like kind of like cheesy, like most basic, predictable lyrics that Trey wrote. It's pretty bad.
It's
But
the
that
peak
one,
of
like-
the ocean is love.
Yeah, but there's that one version from like a few years ago when there was a fire in Tahoe and they had to move the show to Shoreline. And there's like a 37-minute version of it. Have you checked that one out yet, dude? It's insane.
Dude, for real, one of my favorite 3.0 Phish jams. Again,
Yeah.
hate the song. That jam, though, is out there and it's everything I want a Phish jam to be.
All right, dude, shit. The lights just went up, man. I think
Let's
it's
do it.
time to get ready for set 2. Stand up and
Yeah, excited.
get ready for some jams. I think we're going to get a little deeper in set 2, probably.
Yeah,
right?
you know, and I think so far we followed the format, which is like first set is a bunch of songs, you know, it's the fun ones, it's the dance numbers, and then second set is weird and spacey, and let's get after it.
Absolutely. So see you guys in set 2. Peace.